Started. Okay, is there anyone who doesn't speak Polish? Shall I continue in English or Polish? Polish. What's your choice?
Spanish.
Spanish. Okay, Spanish. Not habla español. Por favor. Okay.
Okay, so English could be fine.
English. Okay. Is it recorded? Sorry.
Yes, unless you don't want us to record it.
Okay, I do. I do want.
Say hi.
Hi. Okay. Hello. Hope some people will watch it. Okay, and welcome to my talk about Apache TomEE. TomEE, another application server, which you might be like when you see what features provides Apache TomEE, which under the covers is mainly Apache Tomcat. So if you are using Apache Tomcat, you already know Apache TomEE, and that's it. That's where I could stop my talk, because what I'm gonna show you is how much or how little we changed to make Tomcat TomEE, or to build TomEE atop Tomcat. Okay, good. So I've got a couple of slides, and I've got a couple of demos to showcase the benefits offered by Apache TomEE. Okay, so let's get started. So my name is Jacek Laskowski, and I'm here to show you Apache Tomcat, plus some features provided by Java EE, which made Apache TomEE possible. So I work for Apache Software Foundation. Well, I contribute a little bit to Apache Software Foundation, and I'm Apache OpenEJB, Apache TomEE committer, which might mean that I know a lot about Apache TomEE or about Apache OpenEJB, but it's not true. You know, being a committer doesn't mean that someone has to know everything about a project he or she is involved in, and that's my case. I'm also an IBMer, and I work in a worldwide Web3 competitive migration team, where I migrate people from alternative application servers to Web3 application server. Okay, and let me congratulate David Blevins and other people from the Apache OpenEJB and Apache TomEE project, because without them, without Dave Blevins and the team, it wouldn't have been possible to build TomEE, which, as you will see soon, is pretty simple in its design. It's just Apache Tomcat plus some additional jars, and some glue code as well, and that's it. That's TomEE. But then they spent their time, their free time, and created something you don't have to do it yourself anymore. So thank you, Dave, and other people from Apache OpenEJB and TomEE project, because you really rock. Okay. So what's Tomcat? Who doesn't know Tomcat? Okay. Yeah, doesn't. Because otherwise I would expect you know, many hands waving and saying, yeah, I do know Apache Tomcat. So everybody knows Tomcat. That's the true. That's something we all know. And what we expect from Tomcat is to be fast, lightweight, and do its job as smooth as possible, or as smoothly as possible. So Apache Tomcat is just a runtime environment for Java servlets and Java server pages. That's it. But my question is that all to build fancy web applications? Do you have a need for more from Tomcat to build your next web application? That was the question. So I expect some answers. Yes, okay. What else would you expect from Tomcat besides supporting Java servlets and Java server pages? Sorry? Persistence, good. What else? Security. Well, Well, no, not at all. Not EJB. What about RESTful web services? I would need it. Well, some architects ask us to create a stateless RESTful web services just to make possible building UI in any front-end technology you might be thinking of. So what I miss in Tomcat is to have JAX-RS support. What about JAX-WS? Do we need it? Do we need SOAP web services? Well, in some cases, yeah, we might need it. So I might add some additional Java EE specs, and I might ask you what it is to make Tomcat to behave as a fully certified Java EE, let's say, web profile application server. Well, you might say, well, it would take me a month or so. Well, it could be the answer, but you don't have to spend a month to have it. So what I'm going to is to explain why Tomcat transformed itself into TomEE to become a Java EE web profile certified application server or runtime environment. The answer is Tomcat had to become Java EE web profile certified because otherwise we would have to do it on our own in our free time and add, JAX-RS implementation, JAX-WS implementation, perhaps JPA implementation, and other stuff. And as a matter of fact, you might be doing it yourself without noticing you are wasting your time. So rather than developing your use cases or implementing use cases for a customer, you are combining features before you start your real job. So Java EE web profile, or web profile in short, is just a spec. It's just a subset of Java Platform Enterprise Edition, version 6, specifically targeted at web applications. So if you think about web applications, you might be thinking about runtime environment like Apache Tomcat or Resin or Jetty, or perhaps after this talk about Apache TomEE. Okay, so what specs belong to Java EE 6 web profile? As you see, there is a place for servlets, Java server pages, as provided by or as offered by Apache Tomcat. But there is also Java server faces, which is not supported by Tomcat directly. You may add some jars, some additional projects, and have Java server faces supported by Tomcat, but it's not by direct installation of Apache Tomcat. There's also a place for Enterprise Java Beans 3.1 Lite. Why would you need Enterprise Java Beans? Transactions and security. That's something that Tomcat misses, as some pointed out. Java Persistence API, and the last but not least, CDI. Another EJB without additional enterprise features as offered by EJB. So context and dependency injection is something many waited for, and now it's offered by runtime environments like Apache TomEE. Okay, so we now know what it is, what Tomcat is, and what Java EE web profile is. So let's combine the knowledge to create Apache TomEE. Apache TomEE, pronounced TomEE, is just Tomcat plus additional jars just to make possible to pass Java EE web profile certification or specification, whatever. So Tomcat is the top dog for Apache TomEE, and some other jars turn it to Apache TomEE. That's it. So whenever you hear Apache TomEE, think about Apache Tomcat. That's it. That's all I need from you. So what we did well, they, and I was, you know, shy part of this project. So what they did was to unpack Tomcat, add some additional jars, add some glue code, and create fully Java EE6 web profile certified all Apache runtime environment. We'll see in a moment what it means to have Tomcat plus additional jars included. So what are the core values of Apache TomEE? Be small. That's the reason why you are using Apache Tomcat. So you are using Tomcat because it supports the specs you need. Plus, it's small, it's lightweight, it's fast, it's whatever you might be thinking of, you know, choosing Apache Tomcat rather than, let's say, JBoss or Glassfish. Although they are fast as well. But they are not as small as Tomcat. Okay, be Tomcat. Another goal of Apache TomEE. TomEE is Tomcat plus some additional jars. That's it. And be certified. Is Tomcat certified with or by the body, you know, who controls, who is certified against Java EE web profile? So is Tomcat Java EE6 web profile certified? No, definitely not. Is it the aim of Apache Tomcat project to become, at some day, certified as Java EE6 web profile certified? No, definitely not. That's not their aim. Their aim is to create a runtime environment for servlets and Java server pages. That's it. So if you need web profile certified runtime environment, you will have to combine some additional features and hand them over to Tomcat to create your own environment. But then, will it be certified? Perhaps if you are keen enough or if you are eager enough to pass the tests and make them possible to make them possible in the first place, and then send the results to certification body. It takes time, and I'm sure you don't have it. Okay, so how much TomEE differs from Tomcat, or how little it took us to create TomEE from Tomcat. So we added some additional files in conf directory. So there are two additional files in TomEE conf directory, system properties and TomEE XML file. Then we've got 3 additional binaries to control TomEE, but they are not necessary to play with TomEE, because, you know, after all, TomEE is Tomcat. So what else would you expect? You would expect to use Catalina, SH, or shell script, or, you know, other means to start Tomcat, knowing it's TomEE after all. There are some additional jars and libs. These libs are the crucial part of TomEE. Without them, it wouldn't have been possible to create TomEE. And they are offered by Apache projects. So TomEE is based upon other Apache Software Foundation projects to create Java EE6 web profile certified runtime environment. So we modified server.xml to be able to listen or to intercept events that are passed through the Tomcat backbone or runtime, or, you know, messaging engine, or in quotes, something like that. So we intercept it and create environment for our applications that require more than servlets and JSPs. We also modified tomcat-users.xml file with some additional roles and users. But as you might imagine, it's not necessary. It's only necessary if you want to play with TomEE web app. which is a kind of management web application. It's not necessary to have it, so you can exclude it if you want to be as pure as possible, or as close to Tomcat as possible. There is also a Java agent added to startup script to Tomcat to make possible the OpenJPA and Eclipse Link runtime enhancements. So if you don't use build time enhancements, you will have to use this Java agent. Otherwise, it's not needed. It's optional again. Okay. Another optional part of our modifications towards becoming TomEE, or towards creating TomEE from Tomcat, is to add endorsed 7 directory. But as a matter of fact, the directory doesn't exist whatsoever, so it's optional as well. I'm not sure why we need it, or why Tomcat needs it. TomEE needs it. So we can exclude it as well. And there are some files removed because they are incomplete. So because we aimed at being certified, the first jar and the second were replaced because they were not complete enough to let us pass the certification process, And we also remove examples, but as you might imagine, we could have left it in our distro, but then it would, expand the size of the package. So we decided, okay, let's leave them out. We've got four releases, while the latest release 1.5.0 released in October this month is the most complete and most most expected, as we think, release to date. So, and as you may see, the first release was released just before Java 1, 2011. Then another beta 2 before Java 1, 2012. Then final after a couple of months. And now, and then we passed, of course, we waited for the package, for the certification package. We awaited the paper that stated you are fully certified against Java EE 6 web profile requirements. And then we've released Apache TomEE 1.5 because we thought that we don't need, TomEE is not enough for many applications. So we added a top Java EE web profile, we added JAX-RS because it's not included in Java EE 6 web profile specification set. So we included in version 1.5 JAX-RS jars to create TomEE Plus, which I'm gonna use. Or actually, it's not TomEE Plus; it's TomEE JAX-RS. But then there's a small difference between. Okay, so that's the feedback we received after releasing version 1.0. As you can see, people are keen to try it out, and they waited for it. So people were happy to see it, available, and it's very promising. So you might be one of them after this talk. Okay, so there are many projects we bundled under the covers to create TomEE. So we took Tomcat plus some libraries from Geronimo, like Java Mail and Java Transaction API, just jars. We took Bevel for bean validation, Open Web Beans for CDI implementation, OpenEJB for EJB implementation, EJB 3.1, OpenJPA, and MyFaces. You might be aware of its existence while working with Java Server Faces. Plus, if you need something more than just Java EE 6 web profile certified runtime environment, you might need TomEE Plus which comes with Apache CXF for JAX-RS and JAX-WS runtime implementations, and ActiveMQ for JMS. This is the table, or this is a summary of what features are provided by respective TomEE release editions. So Tomcat itself provides a runtime environment for Java server pages plus servlets. That's it. That's Tomcat. TomEE, on the other hand, provides what Tomcat does, plus additional specifications, which I mentioned during the slide, while at the slide about Java EE6 web profile specifications. So depending on your needs, you may want TomEE, TomEE JAX-RS, or TomEE Plus. We've certified these two editions, and they are fully certified against Java EE6 web profile requirements. It's not the case for TomEE Plus.
Why?
I don't know. Perhaps nobody cares about it, because TomEE Plus is enough, and we did well, I may suspect only. We did TomEE Plus because it's possible to create TomEE Plus. That's it. But we didn't think about certifying TomEE Plus because we've spent enough time to prove we are fully certified with these two editions. So we said, okay, if someone will care about it, it will take it and will do the necessary work to make it certified. That's it. So it's just, I suspect it's just a matter of lacking enough time. Okay, so TomEE is Tomcat. But Tomcat is not TomEE. So all tools you use for Tomcat will work with TomEE. And that's it. That's all you need to remember from this talk. So Tomcat support is offered by NetBeans IDE plus Eclipse IDE. And as a matter of fact, IntelliJ IDEA 12 offers direct support for TomEE based upon Tomcat support. So you need to include or enable Tomcat support. Then you have TomEE application server listed in the servers supported by IntelliJ IDEA. Of course, your Kit, JRebel, New Relic, and other tools that work well with Tomcat will also work well with TomEE. There's also a TomEE Maven plugin based upon Jetty Maven plugin. So if you are Maven savvy or you wanna try out TomEE with Maven, you can do it very easily. Okay, so TomEE is already available. Think how much time would it take to create such an environment? It would for sure take a day or two. And ask yourself if you need to spend your time developing something that's already available and certified. That's something I need you to remember after this talk. That TomEE is Tomcat, because Tomcat is not Java EE6 web profile certified. That's it. Okay, so after a couple of releases of TomEE, we saw some interest in our work, and as you may see, the website traffic for TomEE grew up quite rapidly. Well, it doubled, so it's quite an achievement. Okay, so a few demos. So I'm gonna show you simple servlet deployed on TomEE, just to prove that TomEE is still able to support servlets. So we didn't spoil Tomcat while developing TomEE. So that's gonna be a proof that at least servlets work fine on TomEE. And we will use web servlet annotation, plus we won't use without web XML deployment descriptor. Then we move to some more advanced features of TomEE, which are not available in Tomcat. And as you will see in a moment, it's going to be quite easy, I believe. OK, so let me mirror. OK, good. Okie doke. So I'm going to use NetBeans only because I'm not using it on my daily basis. So that's the only reason I'm using NetBeans during conferences, because I can and I want, and that's it. So don't ask questions about NetBeans, about how good it is or how bad it is, because I'm not here to answer such questions. I'm here only about to answer questions about TomEE. So what I did is to create a new servlet, a new server, and I picked Apache Tomcat. And let me do it again, just to show you. There is a server location. So I picked APPS, and there's TomEE Plus, but I created TomEE, blah, 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 TomEE Plus, open, and that's it. Well, I can create a system manager user, and that's it. But as you see, this Catalina home folder is already registered, so NetBeans doesn't allow me to create another one. I don't know why, but OK. So I cancel it. I've got my TomEE defined already, and I'm going to use it. So as you can see, web apps in TomEE are already listed, because TomEE is Tomcat. So this integration between NetBeans and TomEE works fine, because after all, TomEE is Tomcat. So NetBeans doesn't care if it's TomEE specifically or Tomcat. It talks to TomEE as it would talk to Tomcat. OK, so let's create our first example. OK, so new project. It's going to be very simple web application. OK, let's call it TomEE demo. Server is Apache TomEE Plus. It's Java E6 web profile certified, so we are able to pick it. And for the moment, I'm not going to enable context and dependency injection. I'll do it soon. So next, I'm not using any additional frameworks like Java Server Faces. I'll do it soon. And finish. I should have pressed finish earlier. OK, so now we can check if TomEE demo works using this web page. So I run this file. OK, hello world. OK, so Java Server Faces, Java Server Pages works fine. OK, let's create a servlet. So another hello servlet. Very simple servlet, because it's not a point to create something really fancy. There's not much time to do it. And it's already defined by servlet. Oh, OK, good, because that's not the... Did I create TomEE demo? I did. Oh, that's something I didn't see earlier. So I create hello servlet 2 and finish. OK, in my hello servlet 2, I'm not gonna change anything for the moment. I'm just running this servlet atop TomEE. OK, it works. Now, I'm going to create a session bean, which is something not supported by Apache Tomcat. So hello EJB. TomEE. It's stateless, and it's a no interface EJB, stateless EJB. So I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. All I need is you. And hello. Hi. Hello from EJB. Okay. What else should I add to this class? Okay. Local, because it's no interface stateless, so I need to do it. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is to use it in servlet. So, as you might have known already, I'm gonna use hello, hello. Oops, hello EJB. It's not okay. Hello EJB and EJB. Okay, good. Now I copy and paste relevant part of the code and do hello EJB, hello. That's it. Is it all? Let's see. Good. So it's fast, it's lightweight, it's Tomcat. Well, it's more than Tomcat, because as you might have noticed, I used EJB, stateless EJB, no interface stateless EJB, atop Tomcat. So that's TomEE plus, as a matter of fact, because I'll use some additional specifications. Okay, let's make this stateless session bean a web service. It's simple as it sounds. So what I do is to use this annotation, web service. No, I'm not interested in additional features that are offered by NetBeans for Glassfish, because I'm not using Glassfish. It should have known it. Okay, so now I'm gonna use web services, because that's the default path, and WSDL. Okay, so I've got my WSDL file. I can use with what tools do you use to play with WSDLs? I'm sure it's SOAP UI. I might be mistaken, but for the moment I assume it's SOAP UI. So hello EJB, TomEE, and OK. So as you know, sending a message to our bean is to get hello from EJB in return. So let's test it out. Okay, and plus, so let's see what we get. It looked, okay. How can I show it? There's something wrong, right? TomEE servlet only web? No, it's wrong. Oops, sorry. It's not the project I should have been using. So let's do it again. So new SOAP UI project, web services, hello EJB, TomEE okay, EJB, another demo. Okay, another demo, hello, okay, okay, good. So now, yeah, it's TomEE demo, web services, hello EJB. Okay, let's send it out to our web service. Okay, hello from EJB. Okay, now it's very simple, because that's the aim of TomEE, to be simple, lightweight, small, and be TomEE. And as a matter of fact, the main aim of TomEE is to be Java EE web profile certified, still being Tomcat. Okay, so let's change this web service into RESTful web service. What it needs is to add path plus REST, and no, I don't need it, and no, I don't need it, and say it's get. So whenever I access REST, I will talk to this resource called hello EJB, and every GET request will get handled by this hello method. So all I do is to execute it with this very simple URI, hello from EJB, right? Okay, that's that simple. That's as simple as it should be. Okay, what else do we have? So what I showed you is that TomEE can very easily support many specifications not supported by Tomcat itself. So Server 3.0, EJB 3.1, JAX-RS 2.0, and JAX-RS. What about CDI? What it takes to enable CDI in a web application? Well, just a simple beans XML, just very simple, empty, yeah, really, empty file called beans XML, and that's it, finish. I close it. Okay, so I've got beans XML, and I've got CDI enabled. I don't need anything else. Let's give it a shot. So let's create a bean, a Java class called hello CDI bean, just to differentiate it from the other classes we created. So what I need to have this? Well, I need a couple of methods. So say hello, just to make it different from what we did for other beans, and hello from CDI. Yes, okay, that's it. That's a project class. That's a CDI managed bean. Okay, so let's use it. Well, that's not something I meant to show you, but okay, let's give it a shot. So how can I inject it? Yes, by inject. How did you know this? Yeah, it was a guess. Okay, thank you. So hello CDI bean. Let's call it hello CDI bean and use this inject annotation. There is a question people are asking themselves, what's the difference, or why are we using two annotations to have this injection possible? Can you answer this question? Why do we need EJB annotation for EJBs while inject would do it? Okay, anyone? Because we are injecting EJBs, not POJOs. So we need additional services, services like transactions, security, and so on, which are not available or provided by this inject. So you have to create some additional annotations to annotate this hello CDI bean to have transaction and security available in this hello CDI bean. I might be mistaken, so please correct me if I'm wrong. Hope I'm not. And okay, and say hello. Okay, so I'll do it. So where's my browser? Ah, I don't have it. So run this file. Good. That's it. So with very little coding, I created a CDI managed bean and injected it to a servlet. Do I need something else from Tomcat? Well, if I do, I would ask for TomEE, because Tomcat doesn't support it. So still, think about it. Tomcat is only for servlets and JSPs, while TomEE is for features I'm showing you right now. So EJBs, CDI, and what else? What else do we have? CDI plus pod. Okay, JSF2, right. So let's create a JSF2 application. How much time do we have? 10 minutes. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I create a JSF TomEE, and well, I don't need it. So here and servlets. Okay, and Java server faces. That's it. Okay, so let's run it. Run the file just to see hello from facelets. Oh, how happy I am to see it. So just to not forget it, I make it much bigger. Okay. Okay, I'm doing it because, I'm gonna show you how to create a JSF managed bean using this JSF managed bean. So this is a hello bean. Do we have hello bean already? No, not in this project. So TomEE and finish, that's it. And now, as you see, it's a managed bean in request scope. We don't need it. And we will use, say, another hello to the woman showing 10 minutes left. Okay, 10 minutes left. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is to include this in this, what was the name? Hello bean, and say another hello, yeah. And let's, 10 minutes left, that's it. Do we need more? Well, if we are talking about Tomcat, we might need more, but if we are talking about TomEE, it might be all you need for your simple web applications. Okay, so let's have a look at our agenda. Resource. That's something people might appreciate. Okay, we know that Tomcat has this configuration file, so I added it. So it's server.xml. You know it. And in this file, there is this default resource. It's a user database, and you know it. And you might play with it. Okay, so let's include it into our servlet. Yeah, it's possible because after all, it's just a servlet. It's just a resource. So what I'm gonna do is just to copy this, the type of this bean, name it user database, and annotate it with resource. Will it prove TomEE is Tomcat and all Tomcat resources are available for TomEE? Well, it might be a good proof, but don't take it for granted. Just check other resources if they are available. But this one is. So let's have a look. So again, the famous copy and paste method of extreme development. And okay, that's it. So let's have a look. Oops, it's yeah. Whoops. Okay, why it didn't work? Because it didn't work because we are using index.xml file while we change the servlet. So what we need is to run the file. and expect, yep, memory user database. It's available. How much time do we have? 5 minutes. Good. Exactly, 5 minutes. I should have known it. Okay, so memory user database is available. If you need more, you will have to read it. Read it from the website of Apache TomEE, but there is also this Java. Well, there are some examples which I'm not gonna show you because of little time I've got till the end. So I'm not gonna use JPA with MySQL and samples in NetBeans IDE. It's as simple as I showed with the other samples. You need to tweak, you need to create a resource to access MySQL, because otherwise you would access Derby, which is the default database in Apache TomEE. So if you don't change anything in these samples provided by NetBeans IDE, you will access in-memory Derby database. So that's it. And then you can monitor the TomEE with JConsole, because you know it's Java. So after all, you can use JConsole. There are other features I haven't demonstrated or presented, but that's all I've got for you. So are there any questions about TomEE? Nope. Yeah, why not? What differentiate production-ready application servers from those who are not? Sorry? Stability. What? Stability? Bug-free? Do you know a project? Do you know a software that would be bug-free and stable? No, you must be joking, really. So yeah, so TomEE is production ready and it's stable. Stable as the other software you might be playing with.
Is there any case that TomEE is used on production?
I'm not aware of any production implementations of TomEE, because TomEE, after all, needs to find its place in this Apache application server ecosystem. As you know, there are plenty of application servers with WebC application server, with Glassfish, with Oracle WebLogic, with JBoss, with blah, blah, blah. There are plenty of them. And now we've got another one. So tell me how to convince people to use TomEE if they don't want to read books, participate in conferences, in Java user groups and other places where they could leverage the knowledge of others.
So in 2 sentences, why use TomEE instead of Glassfish or something like that?
Because Glassfish is not Tomcat. Why Tomcat is better? Because everybody in this room knew or know Tomcat, while Glassfish might not be as popular as Tomcat. So I assume Glassfish is not in such common use as Tomcat is. That's my guess. I don't know. And upon this, we base TomEE. Because TomEE is Tomcat. And we believe that Tomcat is everywhere. While Glassfish, I don't think so. Glad you asked this. Yeah. 7.0. 7.0. The latest version of Tomcat is 7.0.32, while TomEE 1.5 is 30. Yeah, because it's that simple, as you might have noticed. Yeah. Are there any other questions? I'm flying to Ukraine, to Kiev, to demonstrate TomEE. So if you are keen to learn more, just go with me. And I'll be in Kiev, I'll be in Riga and Tallinn. So if you want to know, sorry? Yeah, I know. Oh, really? So Riga and Tallinn, no. Okay, okay, okay. I need to remember it. Thanks. Okay, so are there any other questions? Nope? Thank you so much for joining my session.